regular, what do I know about all of those sides? They're all the same.
Yeah.
So I have 6 sides that are all 4m. That means it's going to be like 4m plus 4m plus 4m 6 times. Okay, what's that going to equal? 24m. Okay, so on that one, perimeter would just be 24m. Okay, in number 2, I want you to pay attention to the word exact. What does that mean? Jake?
Where you like put the number before pi.
Right.
Like put pi in there.
So you don't type pi into your calculator, okay? You just put pi in your answer. So if I want the circumference, what's my formula for circumference? Good, pi times diameter. So what's my diameter going to be if my radius is 12? If my radius is 12, what's my diameter? Preston?
24 pi.
Okay, so it would be 24 for my diameter, and then I would just write pi next to that and leave my answer that way. I don't want to actually use my calculator and do 24 times pi. Okay, what's area? How do I find area of a circle? There you go, pi times r squared. Again, I don't want to touch the pi. So my r squared would be 12 squared, which is, you know,
144.
good, 144. So this answer would be 144 pi.
Yay, math.
By the way, to get credit for doing these problems, to be able to do your retake, you do have to have the work shown, both on the ones that I'm doing with you and the ones that you do on your own. You do have to show the work, okay? All right, the 2 legs of a right triangle have lengths 12 and 14.5. Find the perimeter. Okay, here's what I saw on your test with this question. On this question, the numbers were different, but this same question was on there. I saw some people just add together 12 and 14.5. The problem is this is a triangle, right? So how many sides should I have? 3, okay? If you only add 2 together, that's not the whole perimeter. Then I also saw some people who just found the 3rd side, but didn't go back and find the perimeter of the whole figure, okay? So either way, you're kind of just doing half the problem. You've got a right triangle. Which 2 are the legs? Because it says the legs.
The one that makes the
Yep. So this would be 12 and 14.5. How do I find this side then? Yep. Pythagorean Theorem. So I would do 12 squared plus 14.5 squared equals c squared. And I put the c over here because this is my hypotenuse, right? So let's see. 12 squared plus 14.5 squared is 354.25. And that's equal to c squared. So then what do I do with that? Smarty? Good. Square root it. Yep. Square root, square root. And I get 18.82. Actually, I'll just go 18.8 because this one's only 1 decimal point. So that means this side here is 18.8. Am I done? No, because the question asked for the perimeter. So now what do I do? Okay, so I add together 12, 14.5, and 18.8. So my perimeter is 12 plus 14.5 plus 18.8. I got 45.3. Do you agree with that? And that would just be units. Okay, 45.3 units. Questions on that? Okay, how do I know in number 4 could these sides be the lengths of a right triangle? How do I tell? Caleb?
One side won't be bigger than the other two sides added up.
Okay, I actually saw that answer quite a bit on the test. That is how you tell if they can make a triangle, period. Okay, that we did a while ago, right? Add up to the two smaller ones and see if it's bigger than the third one. That's how you know if it can make a triangle at all. I want to know, do they make a right triangle? Grace?
You go 12 squared plus 15 squared.
Yep. You want to plug it in like you were going to do Pythagorean Theorem. So you would say 12 squared plus 15 squared. And I want to know, does that equal 18 squared? Well, let's see. 12 squared plus 15 squared is 369. So this piece here is 369. 18 squared is 324. So are they equal to each other?
No.
Nope. So answer would be no. And that up there is how you would explain, okay? Because they don't work in Pythagorean Theorem. Okay? And the last one, the area of a triangle is 48 square units. The length of one side is 12 units. Find the length of the altitude. Length of the altitude, by the way, is really height. Yep. Anytime it's one of these backwards problems where it gives you the area and then it says it wants you to find like the height or the side length or something, I would start by writing out the whole formula. How do you find area of a triangle? There you go. Base times height divided by 2. So I would plug in for A, the area is 48. The base would be like the length of the side, so that's 12. H is what I'm trying to find, and then I know I'm going to have to divide that by 2. Can someone tell me what to do with this from here? Caitlin?
Would you divide by 12 or 2 first, or no?
Yeah, I would do the 12 divided by 2. Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Okay, so 12 divided by 2 is 6. So I would say 48 equals 6h. Okay, see where I got that 6 from? 12 divided by 2 gives me 6. And then what would I do with that 6? Go ahead, Caitlin.
Divide 6 and then divide it by 48.
Yep. So 48 divided by 6 is 8. So h would equal 8. And it'd be just units. Okay? Those 5 make sense?
It wouldn't be units squared.
Nope, because
No.
it's not an area. What I would do maybe right now is, thank you, Alex. I'll get you your stuffing in just a second, okay? I would take a look back at your test because you still have it on your desk. Find the 5 problems that are similar to that and kind of look at them and see if you can figure out what mistakes you made. If you made mistakes, maybe you got those ones right, okay? I'll admit I was trying to do this quickly this morning, so I just picked the problems I could do without having to draw a picture that I could just type out. So they're kind of scattered all over your test, but find the ones that are just like this and see what mistake it is you made, okay? And then give these next 5 a try. You can either do that now or you can work on your Unit A stuff now and do these at home. I don't care, okay? Yep.